Students, here is a informational video on distance learning for the upcoming couple of weeks that we have here in fifth grade. First of all, we need to make sure that we know our schedule. It's going to be emailed to you and your parents, either by me or Mr. Elwell or another teacher. The big thing is that you need to make sure you are prepared for class. You know your schedule. You know what's going on. We're going to talk about that in a little bit here. First of all, you need to make sure your homework is finished the night before. It's important that you are getting your homework done, staying on task, staying focused, and you have a lot of time during the day to get that done. Make sure that you all have everything you need for class. You're on time. If you were switched to a different class in the morning or in the afternoon because of quarantine, you're going to be back to that original class time. So along with that, make sure you know your schedule. Language arts and math are live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you'll have your link that you'll click on. Science and social studies are live Tuesday and Thursday. And then language arts and math have posted work on Tuesday and Thursday. And your teacher will talk to you about making sure that you know how to navigate through that. So here is our schedule. This will also be emailed out to you, or you can look online, or you can look on your teacher's Schoology page. There are a lot of places that it will be. So as you can see, we want everybody to be online at 8:20 for home base, which will then transition into your first block. So whatever morning class you had, math or language arts or social studies or science, that will be your block 1 class. And right after block 1, you'll have your block 2 class. After that, you'll have your lunch from 11 to 11:30. You can ask your teacher questions, focus on making sure that your work is done. Teacher lunch is from 11:30 to 12, so that's when your teachers will be eating lunch. Your specialist is from 12 to 12:25. Music is after that. There's no 5th and 6th grade choir during this distance learning time. And then you have your 1 to 2 o'clock win time. That's a little different than what we've done in this year. Win time is going to be dedicated to your teacher scheduling times with you to go over work. Maybe if you have questions for your teacher, you can ask those, but that is the time your teacher is able to pull you so you can work on things with them. It's another time for you to, if you don't have questions, you're able to focus on getting your work finished. Staff office hours are the same thing. This time, teachers probably won't pull kids during this time, but you have another option to ask questions, email your teachers, whatever you need to do to make sure that you are on top of your schooling. You also have staff prep time at the end there, and that's where your teachers will hopefully continue working to provide you with what you need for the next day. Here, making sure that you are navigating Schoology. Students, you've done this already a lot this year. Make sure that you are checking out your weekly schedule. Some teachers have it, some do not. Here is an example. So in the Schoology that I have under mine, and my students already know this. Sorry, my computer must be a little slow here, but if you go to any one of my classes, and your teachers may or may not have this, I just chose to do this as something just because I've done it for the whole year. So you have something called my class schedule, which is exactly like what I just showed you. So any of the classes you could click on, the class schedule is there. And then also under the schedules tab, I have a weekly work. So this is the week from last week where students can figure out what's needed and what they have from that week. If you need to go live, this is same for all fifth grade teachers. It's Schoology Conference. Remember, you click on your class. So this would be math. You click on conference down here on the left. And then there will be a link right here that you'll be able to go in. It should be here. So whenever your teacher creates a conference, it'll be here listed. They will be recorded, so you'll be able to watch them back up to a couple days. When you do go to Schoology conference, make sure you're in the right class and really need to focus on following your teacher's expectations when you are live. For example, you need to make sure your camera's on. You need to make sure you're not using the chat for questions that are not school related. You need to make sure you're using your chat for purposes that are relating to the class. Email, make sure you're checking your email multiple times throughout the day. It's very important because your teacher may be sending you emails, other people may be sending you emails, but you need to make sure that you are able to contact your teachers or they're able to contact you anytime throughout the day. Make sure that you are sending your teacher emails. If you have questions or concerns, they're always going to respond to you. And then also when you are getting an email from a teacher, make sure you're responding right away. For example, if your teacher says to you, hey, I want to meet with you at this Google Meet at 11:30, email back, say, okay, I'll be there. And always as we go on, please stay appropriate with your email. Messenger, you can also use Messenger through email. It's easy to use. We talked a lot about this in classes. Instant messaging, just adding your teacher and talking to them, basically like a text message. When you are at home during distance learning, please find a place that you are able to work comfortably, but also quietly. You make sure your schedule is there. You're finding a quiet place, although away from any distractions, away from anything that could prevent you from learning at a high level. Always stay focused, completing your work right away, but really just finding that place that you are able to be 100% and be able to focus on exactly what we're doing. Remember, when you have your Chromebooks at home, you need to follow the Chromebook rules exactly like you signed up on your Chromebook agreement form. Remember, Chromebooks are used for school purposes only. Really, they're not supposed to be used for personal reasons. Always remember to keep it charged. Know where your charger is at. Charge it at night and make sure you're keeping it safe out of the reach of other people that might want to use it. And keeping it in a place where you know it's going to be. So during the day, when you can contact teachers, again, anytime during the school day, you can request to meet with them during the WIN and office hours. Teachers also may request to meet with you. That's not optional for you. If a teacher wants to meet with you, that you need to do that. It's important to ask questions during the school day, during class, anytime you have something that you're maybe not understanding or a question on for the next day, always email. And fifth grade teachers are going to be responding until 4 p.m. Because after that time, they need to spend time with their families. They have to make sure that they have everything comfortable at home. You might get an email from them later on at night, but our goal is to make sure that you are doing school things during school hours. It's not the job of your parent to make sure everything's finished. That's the job of the student. Please make sure that you are being responsible for your learning, and then also responsible to make sure that you have everything accomplished and ready for the next day. So remember, here is your schedule that was sent out by our superintendent. Remember, we don't have school until November 30th, all the way until December 11th. Hopefully, we'll be returning on December 14th, and then we will go from there. So hopefully, we're all back in school. If we're not, then we'll continue doing whatever we need to do to make sure our school year is successful. So remember, if you need help, class questions, always contact your teachers. Parents, you can email teachers also. General questions, the middle school office is there. And then technology support, if you're having issues with your Chromebook or anything technology-wise, you can email the help desk or call them by phone. I can also help you, or a teacher can help you with any technology concerns that you might have. So as always, if you have any questions before school starts, please email teachers so they can help you as we go on here. So students and parents, please make sure everything is set to go for November 30th. We look forward to getting back to a little bit of normalcy. I know it's all online, but we're going to make the best of the situation that we have. As always, our motto in fifth grade is never give up. So that's the attitude that we're going to have here going into distance learning. We're never going to give up, and we're going to make sure that everything is the best that we can do.